LSU ready to kick it away to get things started. He's going to take a chance from midway in his end zone. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. Looking for a gap. It's Marshall.
It's hard to run on a defense that comes off the ball like that and runs to the football like that. Good luck. No holes anywhere.
Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. Here's Underwood to throw. Fires to the wideout. Soft spot in the middle. He moves the chains, and they'll mark the ball at the 33.
That's a really nice pass. You can see why this guy right here gives the Michigan faithful a reason to be optimistic. You know, for years we know Michigan has always been good at running the football, but they've got to be able to throw. And they've got to be more consistent making big plays through the air. This guy gives them that chance.
And this set of downs gets started from the 33, 1st and 10. Play action with Underwood. Quarterback moving out of the pocket. Slides to the ground, picks up the first down, and avoids the hit.
The great thing about running a bootleg is it gets the quarterback outside the pocket right now. It allows him to use his athleticism. You got to drop back. You got to use your eyes. You got to play the pass first, and then all of a sudden he takes off and chews up yards so quickly.
Leaves it with the running back. Got 6 yards on the play. 2nd and 4 coming.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chance, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on first down, man, you are doing just that.
6-yard pickup on first down. Leaves him with 2nd and 4. Here's the give off the left side. There's a crease. At the 20. Touchdown, Michigan. He found some open space and turned on the Jets.
And every team has their script, and they want to get the game off on this foot, and they want to make sure that they have balance and get these plays in and assert the line of scrimmage. Run the football, and they do. They create the explosive run, and they open this football game with a touchdown.
He'll bring it out. It's Berry. Pulled down at the 18, and the decision to bring it out of the end zone was not a good one. Now the Wolverines call a timeout. It's their first. After using an early one, 2 left for them to spend. This is what we expected. This crowd ready to make its presence known. Taylor wants to throw it. Oh, they're after him. And it's a sack.
This offense already in the black zone, a little bit backed up. How do they want to respond? They come out to throw the football, be aggressive, and this defense was ready, and they got pressure on the quarterback and got a sack on the very first snap.
2nd down, they'll go to the air. Got a man, it's Watkins. Out of bounds at the 22, and just like that, they're out of trouble.
I'll tell you, this guy has to get touches early in games. They're doing a good job of that right now. He's so dangerous once he has the ball in his hands. And I think if you're on offense, you move him around and you find more creative ways to get him involved.
So what do they have for 3rd and short from their own 23? From the gun, wants to pass. And the incomplete pass will bring up 4th down.
And on that incompletion, I think the quarterback was being just a bit too careful, trying to throw that ball too far outside, obviously aware that the defenders are coming from the inside. You don't want to put it behind the intended target and risk the pick 6, but he needs to be more accurate.
He'll field the punt and try to make something happen. And he'll work his way on the return out to the 35-yard line before he stops. The Michigan offense heads out to get this drive started. Already a solid start to this one. Now back to work with this 7-0 lead. Pushes ahead for 1. It's 2nd and 9. A top 2 battle like this so early in the season, an opportunity here to make a big statement.
No question about it. You know there's so many ramifications with the college football playoff and the Heisman Trophy in this game, even though, David, this is early in the year.
They're early, but head-to-head will matter down the road. Obviously, 2 huge programs trying to start their season off with a big win to boost their playoff case.
Gets it out quickly. He's really close to that 1st down marker, but they stop him just a bit short.
Well, the short passing game is a great go-to for any offensive coordinator in the 1st quarter because it's reliable, but it also allows you to see how the defense is going to react and play. So this can certainly open things up later.
They have it at the 43, 3rd and short, trying to avoid making a decision on 4th down. He'll pull it down and run. Past the 45. Nice job to pick up the 1st down, and they'll spot it at the 42.
And on 3rd down, he calls his own number. Really nice job by the quarterback, making the decision, being decisive. He does a good job going, getting the 1st down, a new set of downs for this offense.
And the Wolverines will snap it on 1st and 10. They'll run it to the right. Picked up maybe 3 on the play at 2nd and 7.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line 2nd and 7. Looking for room. It's Marshall. And they're able to shove him to the turf as they stop him for a short gain.
Well, the defense blitzed on that last run, but it was the big fella on the inside that made the stop and made the play. Great job flying out of his stance, locating where the football was, and getting to the ball carrier. Really good job at the point of attack.
Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. Makes the catch. And he picks up enough for the 1st down. We'll see if they get another snap here in the 1st quarter. We've reached the end of the period, and Michigan has the lead. Let's take a look at the numbers through the 1st quarter. Now to see if these guys can get back in the game as we open the 2nd quarter. They've got a 1st down here to open the period. Sends it back in motion. They'll go to the ground. They make the stop inside the 25, working closer to that red zone, a gain of 6. Line of scrimmage will be the 24. 6 on first down. Now a lot of options on 2nd and 4. They go to the ground. Going to be a gain of about 3 down to the 21.
And, you know, when we talk about great third down defenses, it really starts with them getting stops on 1st and 2nd down. You've got to get those stops early in the drives to set up 3rd and long, so that's a missed opportunity on that 2nd down by this defense.
Picks up enough to give them 1st and 10 from the 11.
And it's a good job by this defense, man. They got him in 3rd and short, but, man, they've got to do a better job. If they want to get back in this football game, like, they've got to force some field goals. They've got to force some punts. They've got to force something to go their way, and they've got to be better on 3rd down.
The Wolverines pounded the rock to move the sticks. Now back to work. He's tackled right at the 10-yard line, and they're trying to cash in on this drive.
And a lot of times the defense is focused on the middle, right? Bring more big bodies into the red zone. Don't let them run the football. Offense tries to do the opposite. Get outside. Get their speedster the football. Had a little bit of success, but nice job by this defense.
Operating in the red zone here on 2nd down. This lead.
And that's how you draw it up, right? You want to come out, get clicking early, get everything going, but to get all the facets rolling. The defense right now on their heels, they have no answers. The offense doing whatever they want.
And he made the extra point without problem. Fielded in the end zone. It's Barry. I imagine he's going to get an earful on the sideline after bringing it out of the end zone and being knocked down at the 11. The Tigers send out the offense to go to work. This is when the pressure can ramp up a little bit on an offense, David, when they start feeling the heat to answer a score.
And I think being down 14, you can kind of feel that way. But, dude, if you put a good drive together, this is a 7-point game. So, Palmer, no need to panic.
I was just going to say, David, I mean, this thing can flip quick. You go down, score, all of a sudden your defense gets a stop, or who knows, better yet, gets a turnover. This game is entirely different.
Tackle is made at the 28 after a pickup of 3. Big picture, guys, this certainly isn't an all-or-nothing game. Long season ahead. How much fun is it to have a top 5 clash like this one early?
It's so much fun, and you don't have to be a fan of just these 2 top 5 teams. If you're a fan of college football, you're honing in on this game because you're going to learn a lot here, David.
Yeah, and the fans are going to be like, overrated. This is why the preseason bowls stink. We get a chance to prove ourselves with some of these teams that hasn't done a lot on the resume yet. Now, today is a resume builder.
More than 100,000 making their presence felt. A huge 3rd down here in the big house. Taylor wants to throw. Takes a hit as he fires. Can't make the connection. The pressure there caused the missed timing.
3rd and short like that on your own side of the field. You're just looking for a quick hitter. You're trying to get the ball out of your hand quickly, but the timing completely off there for the offense, and the ball falls in.
LSU will bring the punt team on the field. That last punt basically flipped the field. They'd like to do it again. Fields the punt and tries to find an opening. They'll get him down at the 21-yard line. The coverage team able to stop him right there. They've got a little time here to put together a productive drive late in the half. They'll run it behind the big guys on the left. Breaks into the open. Inside the
seen some plays in special teams, and the offense continues to deliver, showing off all of the playmakers and all of the versatility they have on that side of the football. This could not be better here in the first half of the home team.
Fielded in the end zone, it's Berry. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. Let's see if they can get something going here late in the half. Running inside, it's Jones. They shut it down quickly, but he gets 2 out to the 18.
It's definitely too early to panic, but there's some bad feelings going on for this offense right now. You're way down on the scoreboard. I know we're still in the first half, but after that last play, it's pretty obvious. You can't run the ball. You're becoming a one-dimensional offense at a time when you need to be able to score some points. So either get it done through the air or you've got to be more physical up front.
Rush is on him. Took care of it himself. Gets away from one. He's got space. Turns it on down the left side. The 10. And he eluded the defense, and he'll take it all the way. Touchdown, Tigers.
And the offense punches it in again, and we call his name again. That's 2 touchdowns now in 2 games with still more to be played. I tell you what, I think this guy's name will be called a lot more throughout the season. He's that kind of good.
PAT unit on the field. And after the extra point, they're now down 21-7. That drive took no time at all. A couple of plays and finished it with the long run for the touchdown. The ball bounces through the end zone, and it will be a touchback. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Wide receiver comes in motion. Pressure all over the quarterback, and down he goes at the 24.
Well, obviously, at this point in the first half, the defense is finding themselves in a hole. You just get the feeling if they're going to get back in this, they're going to need more plays like that. They're going to need sacks. They're going to need turnovers. They're going to have to create negative plays to get themselves some momentum.
They gave up the sack on first down. Now it's 2nd and 11. Underwood. Pocket breaking down. Get it out on the screen. Great job on the containment and the tackling. They stop him for no gain.
And I love linebackers, man, that just have a nose for the football, an absolute feel. Great job not losing vision, feeling the running back start to come out of the backfield to catch the football, and then doing the most important part. Probably the hardest, too, getting him on the ground.
This offense is trying to build on this lead right now, playing with tons of confidence. What a nice job there. Pass protection, quarterback doing a really great job, seeing the defense, reading the coverage, and being on the same page as his intended target. It's a big pickup for the offense, and here they go. They're trying to score more points.
They'll get him stopped at the 45, but it's a big 15-yard pickup and a first down. Michigan wants to stop the clock. They'll use a timeout. It's their 2nd. And they'll still have one in their pocket for what's left in this first half. And the Wolverines come to the line with a new set of downs. Here's Bryce Underwood to throw. Got it set up on the outside.
Well, a nice gainer on that running back screen. How about the offensive line getting downfield and getting blocks to really help out the back, find some space to go to work?
Wolverines can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Dropping back, it's Underwood. Fires to the middle. Wide open downfield. A huge chunk play as he gets it all the way down to the 11. And the Wolverines will hustle to the line. Runs through a tackle. He'll be hauled down just inside the 10 at the 9 as they're trying to turn this into a score. And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, Michigan!
Man, what great offensive execution. You talk about addressing a 2-minute situation and using almost all of the clock, adding to your lead, and creating more momentum going into the half. Great execution by this offense.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And they knock through the extra point, and they're up 28-7. So a well-executed 8-play, 75-yard drive. And what a way to finish it with a 9-yard touchdown run. Coming out with it, it's Brown. Gets it out to the 20, about 5 yards short of where he'd be if he'd just taken a knee in the end zone. One more snap coming before halftime. Looking to throw on first down. And the Heat gets there. And they get him down at the 14-yard line. And they head to the locker room. 2 quarters in the books, and time for us now to check in with Kevin Connors in our EA Sports College Football studio with scores from around the country.
Fellas, welcome in to our EA Sports Studios here in Orlando, the Week 2 edition of our College Football Update Show. We start with Notre Dame taking on the number 8 team, the BYU Cougars. And it's the Fighting Irish, looking to make it 3 straight victories to start the new year. So far, so good. They lead this one in the first half.
So the LSU Tiger offense comes out to start this drive. There's still plenty of time, but you see that 21-point deficit, and there is a sense of urgency now.
As we check in on these top 25 matchups this week, we're reminded of just how meaningful every week in college football is.
Dragged down, but they'll move the sticks for a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs.
And the defense gives up the first down. And here they go. They're going fast. No time to substitute. Got to communicate quickly and get back on the line of scrimmage.
Nowhere to go on that one. It'll bring up 2nd and 10.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough. But how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
Back to throw, it's Levin. Pressure coming. Turning it on. They finally corral him, but he turns that into a big gain and a first down. LSU moving the ball quickly down the field. The run inside. It's Berry. Give him 9 on that one. Sets up a 2nd and 1.
New running back, same result. Like, it's pretty clear what they want to do on the offensive side of the football. They want to dominate the line of scrimmage. They want to run the football, whether it's the starter or now the backup. They're going to establish that ground game. It's what they do. It's who they are.
Makes the grab in their space. Touchdown, Tigers. Nice catch and good work afterwards to get it into the end zone. Great example of how a second half can really change everything for a team.
No doubt. First half looked bad. It looked like it was bleak. It looked like it was ugly. But now you're starting to get it turned around. More drives like this is what's needed.
Ready to try the point after. And with the extra point, they trail by 2 touchdowns, 28-14. So that was a 6-play, 75-yard drive. And they cap things off with a scoring toss from 27 yards out. Let's see what he can get done from inside his own 15. There he goes. Open it up. They won't get him. It's a touchdown. He is headed to the sideline with a little bounce in his step after scoring on that kick return.
And he should have some bounce in his step. How about the effort, weaving in and out, covering all that space. Great blocking on the play, and he does the rest. You don't put guys back deep that can't roll. And you can see when he got in the open field, he rolled out.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The LSU offense comes out to start this drive. Now the Wolverines call a timeout. It's their first. And that will leave them with just 2 timeouts to use the rest of the way. Quarterback empties his backfield. Corner's right up on that line of scrimmage. He'll do it himself on the draw. Banging, slithering, whatever it takes to get that ball up to the 32. And after that run, there is a player still down on the field. Medical personnel out there checking on this senior defensive back. Offense in a bunch formation. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Berry. There's a little room there. They'll get him down, but not before he crosses the 50. He's down to the 49.
And a great job by the offensive line. If you're going to run the ball right up the middle, you better control the line of scrimmage. You can see the center, the guard, the tackles doing a good job getting on their guys just enough where this running back can get into space and make the big game.
It'll be a first down from the 49-yard line. Taylor wants to throw it. Trying to make magic on the scramble. Excellent pursuit by this defense as he barely gets back to the line of scrimmage.
And I feel like this defense is starting to pick up on this quarterback's MO. You've seen it, right? Like, time and time again, he is willing to scramble. He wants to carry the football, kind of apprehensive, maybe doesn't want to make a mistake. I'd love to see him maybe hang in that pocket just a little more and maybe make some plays down the field with his arm.
Well, the defense is on their heels right now. They're going to have to find a way to stop this guy. When he's got a head of steam, boy, he is hard to bring down.
LSU with the 1st and 10 here. Softened him up with a run, and now to throw. He's going to take a shot. A strike downfield. And he just kept running, and he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, Tigers. Sometimes we ask coaches about halftime adjustments, and they go blah, 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 blah. And then sometimes they make some good ones.
Sometimes that blah, 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 blah actually works, but it's working now. But it might be too little too late, but at least you got the party started.
And the extra point is good, but they still trail 35-21. And he's not going to take a knee. Here he comes. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. This drive will open from the 15. Motion from the wide receiver. Going to try to get it himself. There he goes. Pass attack. Almost took it all the way, but a huge gain, and he has him set up first and goal.
Man, that dude has some jets. They run the replay, forget handing the football off. He takes off, and he is a running back in open field, chewing up yards. Nice big play by that young man.
That was the epitome of a chunk play, and now they've got it first and goal, trying to cash it in. They'll try to get it in with the run. This time they stop him behind the line of scrimmage, and boy, that has been rare in this one.
And you got to get locked in the red zone. A lot of defensive coordinators, they'll tell you, we'll give up yards, but we got to understand what we're trying to get accomplished. Great job down here near the goal line. This defense bowing their neck up and getting a big stop.
Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a second and long coming. It's complete to the left. And the defense knocks him down immediately behind the line.
And that just shows you the team speed this defense has. As soon as they identify who's got the ball, they are around and surrounding that ball carrier so quickly.
How about this defense digging in its heels after the big play? It's now third and goal. Throwing, Underwood. Can't make the connection on third down thanks to that tough, hard-nosed pass defense, and now it's fourth down.
Really nice third down sub defense there that time. It's third and long. They're expecting pass, and they're mixing up their looks. They're trying to change the picture pre-snap to post-snap to confuse the quarterback, now forcing the incompletion, setting up fourth.
And it's right down the boulevard. And they'll push that lead out a little further.
And that's not the way they wanted to end the drive, but nice job being ready and your field goal kicker coming through and putting 3 points on the board.
The ball squirts through the end zone. That'll be a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Taylor wants to throw. Moving out to the right. And the pass rush is effective, and they tackle him at the 19. We've reached the end of the period, and Michigan has the lead. This has been utter domination through 3 quarters, and the stats will back that up. Just about ready to go in the fourth, and we'll see if any drama can be mustered. So the final period starts with a second down play. Running inside. It's Berry. Nifty run there. Pickup of 6 out to the 25.
You love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
Probably the toughest call on the play sheet. Third and long. Ball's at the 25. Under fire. Got the back over the middle. They'll make the stop about 3 yards short of the first down.
It's always interesting how people handle late game. Like, you know this game is over. There's not a lot to gain from it, but some people try to throw the ball deep and continue to make plays. They throw it short. The clock's running out, and there's not a lot to talk about that's going to be positive for this offense.
Down in the fourth quarter, it's too late for empty possessions. They'll go for it on fourth down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Oh, he's got some space. He's across the 50 and out of bounds at the 49, and a great pickup on that one.
And both these quarterbacks, man, they're showing off their ability to take off and scramble and make plays. Right here, it's a design pass. He's looking to make a play. What does he do? He sees some space, captures it, makes the big play with his feet, gets another first down. This guy can do that a lot.
I think at this point of the game now in the second half, down by as many points as they are, it's going to be really hard for the offense to sprinkle in the run. They tried it there. It didn't work. I think you got to be thinking about the passing game now and start trying to identify playmakers out on the perimeter of the field that can get you back in this game.
Dropping back, it's Levitt. Shoots it to the left. Complete out left to Wilson. Still on his feet. Breaks a tackle, and he might go. Into the house. Touchdown, Bayou Bengals.
We're in the second half of this game. You're trailing, David. No surprise there. You got to throw the ball to the guys that are making plays for you. He had already had a touchdown catch. That's number 2 now. And if they're going to get back in this game, they got to keep throwing him the ball.
Amen. I mean, keep finding him. He keeps making plays, keeps catching the football. And listen, when you find that matchup outside that works, that you can depend on, I don't blame quarterbacks for going back to them time and time again.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. So here comes the Michigan offense. So that last touchdown made it a 2-possession game, but if this offense can do its job, they can put this one away. Finds that crease, and he's got 4 out to the 29.
And every coach in America has a plan for this situation. The first 4 minutes of the game, the last 4 minutes of a game. How I'm going to construct my offense. Most of the time, I got to be physical. Run the football like right here. Run that clock. Get a few first downs, and I can end this football game on offense.
Solid pickup of 4 on first down. It's 2nd and 6. And he'll be smacked to the ground. The Wolverines racing to the line in the hurry-up. Third down coming, but we'll have to wait just a second. Offense wants to think things over. They call a timeout. They've got 1 timeout left now. They'll have to choose wisely as to when to use it. Ball's at the 29. Defense can taste getting off the field. It's 3rd and long. Underwood on the play action. Bringing the heat. Fires to the big fella. Just steamrolling the defense. He gets those chains moving, gets it out to the 42-yard line. And the Wolverines will line it up on 1st and 10. They'll keep it on the ground. They want this clock to move.
That's got to be demoralizing if you're the defense. You're trailing. You need to get the ball back. You got to get off the field, but you can't stop the run when they're going between the tackles. This defense is going to have to get a lot more physical, especially in the middle.
Good spot after that 7-yard pickup on first down. It's 2nd and 3. Here's Underwood to throw. And down goes the quarterback, but there are penalty flags on the field. Let's see what the call is. The offense will gladly take a fresh set of downs after the penalty. Motion from the wideout. To the air. It's Underwood. Throws to the wideout. And here's the pick, and oh, did they need that right now. Picked up a few extra on that return, but what a play by this defense to get the football. Wasting no time throwing on this drive. It's complete. And a good job of coverage by that defense, just a short pickup.
Yeah, and you're just running at a time where you can have these small gains where the clock continues to run. This offense definitely got to have some urgency. Down late in the game, I need to force some plays, Palmer, probably down the field.
And if you're the defense, you can have that all day. We're going to play big zones. We're going to keep the ball in front of us. We've got the lead. You're going to have to make catches like that and make us miss. But you want to keep throwing those little dink and dunk throws? Have at it. Because if you keep doing that, we're going to win the game.
Back to pass on second down. Gliding to the right, still trying to make a play. Makes the grab. First grab of the season for this highly talented freshman. They believe he's just going to get better each and every snap.
And the offense showing off the short passing game, moving the sticks. Nice job, and look at them. They're right on the football, ready to capitalize on this momentum.
Clock is still running, and they have to get everybody lined up.
A nice passing game by this offense. The quarterback and the receiver on the same page, in time, in rhythm, creates the big play. And look at them. They're right back on the football, ready to run another play.
Breaks into the open. Ripping off the huge gain down to the 17-yard line.
And this offense has got to keep pumping it out. Nice job. You get the first down. Nice scramble by this QB, but you're going to put the ball in his hands over and over and over again. You've got to score multiple times. This offense has got to be in hyperspeed.
From the 17-yard line, it's 1st and 10. Taylor wants to throw it. Steps away to find some room. Doing damage on the ground as he runs it down to the 11-yard line. Quick tempo, no huddle offense. Second down, clock's running. Back to pass. Here's the pressure. And he's sacked. Great work there by this defense. Now the LSU Tigers will use the first of their 3 timeouts. The brain trust getting thoughts together for this big third down coming up. Trying to move the sticks on third down through the air. And the pressure is coming in, and they get him again. Field goal unit is not coming out here, guys. I think they're going to go ahead and go for it on 4th and long. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Touchdown, Tigers! You thought they were done. They're not. They're back, baby.
Hey, man, I don't know what they talked about at the half, man, but this team is rolling, doing an unbelievable job getting the football, putting it in the end zone again. And how about the defense doing their job, Palmer? Momentum is crazy in college football, but here in the second half, they've come out and seized it.
Yeah, this has been a masterclass in complementary football. Offense doing their job, the defense getting off the field, giving it back to the offense, everything going their way, and you're right. In college football, we see momentum shifts all the time. All of the momentum, all of the good juju right now, clearly on their side.
Cool as a cucumber as the hands team makes a sure catch.
And you're just waiting for that right bounce, that right skip for that ball to get 10 yards to try to make something happen and make a miracle come to fruition. And Palmer, it's not going to happen. The defense's hands team.
They've got a first down here. Want to start its bend to this season. We've got a great game here. Close ball game, 4th quarter. Couldn't ask for anything. Turning it on. Knocked down at the 29-yard line. Picked up 15 yards on the play, and he's got a first down.
Man, who says you can't run up the middle anymore, right? Everybody thinks, I got to make big plays. I got to go way out to the left, way out to the right, way out in space. Nope, right down the middle. Nice blocking. How about the running back? You could tell the speed, the wheels.
Might have a chance. That's why a good running game is a coach's and quarterback's best friend when you're trying to put the lid on the game.
The thing you got to watch out for with this running back is he's pretty streaky. When he breaks off a big one, more big runs normally follow soon after, and you're seeing it now on the last 2 plays. Big-time plays back-to-back, and you know right now he's calling for the ball again.
Defense right there to stop him in his tracks, and they get nothing on that play.